I will walk out from DSS court study as a free man. Nnamdi Kanu assures his followers and supporters, asking them to be calm, that Biafra nation can never be negotiated with anybody. This statement was released by one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lead counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, after Thursday routine visit in DSS court study, Niger Twist News reports. Well, this is what all Biafra nations have been praying for, and they are looking forward, to celebrate seeing their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, walking out from DSS court study as a free man. Understand? And they are still insisting that Biafra nation can never be negotiated by anybody. So, they not care. Even Nnamdi Kanu himself, he not even care about his situation right now. Instead, they talk about Biafra nation can never be negotiated. This is how they know a true hero. You understand? Nigerian government will eventually release him because they know they have no case against him. So all these things they are doing right now is just to buy time and all that. Or maybe the government feel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said so much about the government and they just want to suffer him and all that. If not, they knew that they have no case against this man. He is a freedom fighter. And self-determination, even in Nigerian constitution, is not against the law. So why are they taking things this far? That is the question everybody has been asking. Even the UN has asked Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They even asked him to pay him compensation for the torture and the extraordinary redemption from Kenya. Kanu was adopted from Kenya to Nigeria in July 2021. Currently, he's still in DSS court study. The Abuja division of the Court of Appeal has revised its judgment that was on Tuesday on the appeal filed by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, to quash the terrorism and treasonable felony charge the federal government preferred against him. Sahara reporters had reported that Kanu, who is currently facing trial before the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, had, through his team of lawyers led by Chief Mike Ozekome, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, approached the appellate court to interrogate the legal competence of the charge pending against him. Justice Binta Enyako of the Federal High Court, Abuja, had struck out 8 of the 15 counts charge federal government filed against the IPOB leader. But Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers appealed against the ruling of the trial court on April 8 and sought the appellate court to review the ruling and struck out the remaining 7 counts pending in the lower court. The lead counsel of the IPOB leader had insisted that the charge the federal government entered against his client had no basis in law. In the appeal dated April 29 and marked CA/ABJ/CR/625/2022, applied to be discharged and acquitted. Kanu equally urged the appellate court to order his release on bail pending the determination of his appeal. Through the appeal, though the appeal was initially fixed on October 11, following an application the embattled IPOB leader filed for abridgment of time, the appellate court brought the matter forward for hearing. When the matter was called off on Tuesday, a 3-man panel led by Justice Jomania Hanutua said it had no need to dive into the issue of bail since the substantive appeal was ripe for hearing, according to Vanguard. Arguing the appeal, Chief Ozekome San alleged that his client was forcefully adopted from Kenya and illegally redemptioned back to the country. He told the court that his client was first arraigned in December 23, 2015 and was later granted bail on April 25, 2017. My lords, he was enjoying his bail without breaching the terms. However, he was in his ancestral home when agents of the respondent, the federal government, invaded his home in September 2017. He barely escaped alive by sheer providence and found himself first in Israel and later in London. When the appellant traveled from London to Kenya, agents of the respondent on June 27, 2021, forcefully adopted the appellant, tortured and redentioned him back to the country without following any extradition process, Ozekome admitted. He argued that under the doctrine of speciality as provided for in Section 15 of the Extradition Act, the federal government had to have proceeded to try Kanu on the 5-count charge he was initially facing before he escaped from the court. He argued that Kenya, being the country from where Kanu was arrested and extraordinary redentioned back to Nigeria, had to have authorized his extradition. This allegation of his forceful abduction and retention was never denied by the respondent. More so, my lord, the charge appears to give the lower court a global jurisdiction over offenses that were allegedly committed by the appellant without specifying the location or dates the said offenses were committed. There is no need for the lower court to have retained the remaining 7-count charge. We therefore urging my lords to strike out the remaining count and hold that the respondent has not established any prima facie case against the appellant for which he could be tried, Ozekome added. So guys, I am dropping it here. Kanu have still assured his followers and supporters that he will walk out fully from DSS custody sooner or later. Thank you very much for stopping by. Bye for now.